Good morning, it's Judy from Thistledew Creations, and I'm back to do some more of these layered collage tags. We just did 2. It took almost an hour to do the first 2. We'll see if we can do them a little quicker this time. Not that we're in a hurry, but first time I do something always takes me a little longer. So I've already got these backgrounds cut. Then we want to layer some different papers on top of it. And the paper I forgot about that I had was this corrugated cardboard that's from a Tim Hortons cup wrapper. So I want to put that in this time, but I still want to start with the packaging paper because I've got it ripped to just the right width for these. So this time I'm going to ink these up. And that's why these videos end up so long, is I don't have things pre-cut and pre-inked for you. I like to use the ground espresso when I ink up the craft colored paper because I just think it shows up better than vintage photo, for instance, which is my usual go-to antiquing. I think it is for a lot of people. A lot of the videos that I watch on YouTube, that's what they use. That's why I got it. I know other people do use other colors. Frayed burlap is one that comes to mind. I don't have that color. I got a 4-pack from Amazon with vintage photo, ground espresso, black soot, and hickory smoke, the gray one. I've rarely used the gray one. I just don't work with gray tones very often. So maybe I'll use it for some stamping. Some subtle backgrounds. So this is getting a nice antique edge. And I get myself a new blue page. And my glue stick. Just give that a really good coat. Needs a fairly thick coat because of the texture. And I want to get it really good around the edges. Still might lift when it dries, but I'll deal with that when that time comes. I'm going to kind of center it up, not worrying too much about it because it's all irregular edges anyway. I'm kind of doing 2 at once, so this might go a little quicker. I'll try the 2 at 1 thing. I don't always succeed when I try to do that. I find I work better if I focus on one thing at a time, but I planned on making these so similar anyway. So let's just see if I can do it. Again, not that we're in a hurry, but I kind of am because hubby will be coming in for lunch soon. And now just for contrast, I'm going to do the Anaglypta wallpaper next. So we'll do a piece here. I'm going to make that just a little shorter. Actually, I'm not worried about it completely seeing every edge of the brown. And then this one, I'm just going to go with what I've got in front of me, which is kind of cool. I didn't get one of the circles, but I got like the intersection of 2 circles. So that's kind of cool. And will I let that one go right down to the bottom? I think I will. So I'm going to ink those again. I think I'll ink them in vintage photo. I like the look of it, the dark on it, but it doesn't really need it. You can see this really well. There's hubby. It must be lunchtime. He's filling up the firewood. Got another, hopefully the last, snowstorm coming. I don't know how much of a storm it'll be, but we're going to get some more snow. April 10th. Can you believe it? That looks good. stop here and make us another winter lunch meal. Some soup or something. Just had coffee for breakfast, so we're gonna need some lunch. Okay, let's get these glued down. When you're doing textured things, you often have to twist that glue up more often than just if you were working with smooth papers, because it just deposits more glue because of the textures. So there, like that. I'm just going just off the edge on that bottom piece, and I do want to accentuate those. Even though this is probably going to be covered in the next layer, I still want to do this. This one. Now these are going a lot faster now that I have sort of the rhythm of what I'm doing. And you notice I wasn't agonizing over how they were torn, I just tore it. Makes a big difference to how much you can get done. So that looks good. And now to add my Tim Hortons cardboard. I want the torn edges, so I'm doing that. And then that definitely needs ground espresso if you're gonna ink it, which I do want to ink it. Let's see if this will hold it down. This is more of a cardstock, so I might need to put some tacky glue, but I can do that later. Now, where do I want to sacrifice some of my pattern here? I think I'll do it off to the side and up a little bit. I'm trying not to think about what's going on top of it yet. I can't help but peek into the box there. See what pictures I want to use next. Just can't help myself. Someone asked on Facebook this morning, do you plan everything out or do you just kind of go with the flow? And my answer was, well, I plan and I plan and I plan, and then I just sit down and do whatever comes to me. It's generally how I craft. And some people thought that was funny, but it's just true. That's definitely going to need tacky glue. You can see it already lifting. It won't really stay down. It might need some weight because it was it's been sitting flat, but it was curved around a cup at one time. And this one too. Where it was. Just hold those for a minute. Actually, I'll put my buttons on top of them for a minute and see what little people I want to use. I did a boy and a girl last time. Let's see what I got here. I've got some of these other ones that have white around them. I don't like those as much. I might do some fussy cutting before I use those. Cut the white edge off. I can always ink it too, but let's see what I've got here. Let's see what's going to layer. I don't have any color on these ones at all. No green, no pink. So these ones aren't as cardstock either. They're more like, I don't know if they're stickers or not. But there's a Mountie. There's a little boy dressed up for Sunday. school or something. There's a little pair of brothers. It's not quite big enough. I think I like this lady. She needs to be made more sepia toned. There's a cute little guy for Easter, dressed in a pink striped suit. He could go there. That's perfect. What about her? I think she's too gray. Let's do those. I'm trying not to agonize about it too much. Just do it. I do want to do something with him. I'm going to put him up there with my pink papers. And I think I'm going to need the darker color for it to show up. I'm just going to see if inking these helps them at all, or if maybe it doesn't need it at all. And then the vintage photo, I think, will give her a little less grayness, a little more sepia tone. Yeah, that's better. It looked a little gray. Now, because she has a pretty little dress, I think I want a little piece of lace, but I'll keep it in those colors. And have this coming out the other side of her maybe, or just on top of the cardboard, and then her on top. Like that. And then down behind her leg. So use about that much. I'm just going to glue along the edge of the lace that has the gathering inside of it. I'm going to put that down like that. And then I think she's going to mostly cover it. Then she'll have that little bit poking out. Perfect. Looks like he can't wait for supper. He's gonna start, or lunch, he's gonna start cooking something in there. There, that looks good. Again, I'll just weight that down for a second. I don't think he needs lace. What could he use? Some raffia? Get some raffia here. I'm going to use the 3-in-1 because it dries a lot faster. And put just a little bit here. And set my raffia into it. Just have to hold this for a few seconds and it'll grab what it's going to grab anyway. Cut off the pieces that don't grab. And then I'll just use the same glue to glue him down. He's going to sit right on the corner of that cardboard. And then once those are inked up around the outside edge, which I think I'll use Vintage Photo, and then those are done. Not my usual style, for sure, but I like it. It's nice to try different things. So I'm going to try to stay on this path today and doing this sort of layered stuff while I've got it all out, and use up some of these little people. So you may see another video or two of this same sort of thing. We cut a bunch of tags this morning when we started this, and I haven't used them yet, so maybe I'll do them next after lunch. But I really do like this style. And I'm not putting any words on these ones. If I find a perfect word at some point, then maybe I will, but right now I'm not. Because my stomach's growling. So thanks for watching. If you watched this far, you're my favorite. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Most of all, have a great day and happy crafting.